Where I take the attitude is I want an unusual block to design a one-off building that I won't repeat again. This was perfect. It was perfect in shape. It was triangular. It gave you a narrow frontage at one side with a very wide at the other. So it gave me the opportunity to sit down with our designers and design a typical floor plate of 3 buildings of 2 apartments per floor, but then handcraft each one of them so they are entirely different from one another.
At the beginning of this project, Skye, we create or hear a vision. So the developer, in this case Pedro and the team at Pikos Group, they have a vision of what they want to see and what they're trying to create. And we hear that. In this case, it was timelessness, understated luxury, legacy. And then from that, you kind of create that more into a brief of the feeling that you're trying to feel. And when you have that clear direction at the very beginning, it kind of becomes this anchor for the project. It's what keeps all the different elements all working together, because you have that vision, you have that clear direction, and then you're all kind of aligning and working in parallel to one another. The surrounding sites, so the river and the Kangaroo Point, they became a big point of inspiration, because you can have that vision of timelessness and understated luxury, but then you also have to be inspired by something that then influences your materiality and other decisions moving forward. The Brisbane River and its rippling and movement is what we could see mimicking on the travertine, and that sort of movement that that stone represents. And then the tactile nature and warmth of the oak and the timber veneer, we were really inspired by the cliff rock face.
I'm a firm believer that you deal with lifestyle choices through design. Depending on the family's lifestyle, I think that over the last 30, 40 years, we've come from a very formal way of living to a very informal way of living. So we've designed those outdoor spaces so it blends in with how a family lives. I always say to myself, what does this building look like 5 years after I'm gone? What does the value look like in 5 years' time? Does it inherit the line secondhand? How do we improve on that?
And what's truly special about this project is there were 6 different floor types, and every single one had its own bespoke custom joinery. So there's 6 different kitchens, en-suites, walk-in robes, and everything is designed to exactly how we envisioned that person to live.
I never want any one of our buyers to say, I wish I could have afforded to buy in another building or a higher floor or a different design. In fact, I say it with pride, is when we come to do the penthouses, I sat with the company that supplied us the flooring and the stone and said, we now have to do penthouses, they need to be substantially better. And they said, well, you've picked the best of the best. It doesn't get any better. I think you reach a point in your life that you reach the financial success you aspired to. So you start to look at development a little differently. And you start to say, well, I want to know that it's going to be here in 100 years. I want to know it's going to be iconic in 100 years. I want people to say, who was this developer in 100 years? And everyone to have forgotten about us. But our buildings speak for themselves. That's what it means to me.